we may ask the question, why must we take refuge, right? Why must we take refuge in Buddha? What has he done? What has it done to us that we take refuge in him? What has the Dharma done to us that we take refuge in him? What has the Sangha done to us that we take refuge in him? The answer is very simple. When the doctor heals you of an illness, when the doctor gives you something that cares you of what do we say, heals you from an illness, we say, thank you, doctor, right? And we trust that doctor and trust what he says, and we give money to that doctor, right? So actually it's the same concept. Buddha is healing our illness, the illness of suffering that we have. Buddha is healing that. So the basic answer for the questions that we may ask is that Buddha has shown us the way to happiness without taking money from us. So that's the basic answer. It's the simple answer, simplest answer that you can get. Right? We must take refuge in him because he has shown the way to attain the ultimate happiness. Even if we can't attain the ultimate happiness, he has shown us the way to attain level-wise attainment of happiness. So that's why we must take refuge in him. And Buddha is so confident. Buddha is so confident that he has said, do not follow my teachings just because I have said them, but analyze as you would analyze whether the gold is pure gold or not, and follow me if it's logical, if what I say is logical, if you think what I say is logical. So that in a way shows Buddha's confidence of what he has said is logical. So that's why we must take refuge in the Buddha, we must take refuge in the Dharma, and we must take refuge in the Sangha. The Buddha, we can regard him as a teacher, right? We can regard him as a teacher who is showing us the way, who is showing us the path. And the Dharma is the path, right? Dharma is the path to happiness, path for the ultimate happiness, level-wise happiness. Dharma is the path to that. Sangha is a community, right? Someone who is helping you to attain that type of ultimate happiness. So basically you can say, if you do it in an analogy type, Buddha, if you go to a school, Buddha is the teacher, Sangha is the classmates that you have, and Dharma is what the teacher is teaching, which is the path to knowledge. So in an analogy wise, you can just think of them like that. But taking refuge, how do we take refuge, right? Are you taking refuge by just saying, I'm taking refuge? No, you are not taking refuge by just saying you are taking refuge. First, if you are more analytical, you can analyze whether the Buddha has said this true or... But for me, I think Buddha is super... Whether you analyze his text or not, you won't find any mistakes on him, right? So that is one of the reasons why we must take refuge. And how do we take refuge? Because we are afraid, we must be afraid of the sufferings. Afraid, not in a sense that so afraid that you get too caught up in it, but afraid of suffering. And we must have the faith that Buddha has shown it's the way. Even though you don't have faith right now, you can analyze his texts, whether that what he says are true or not, right? And gain faith in him. So these are the two main causes for you to take refuge. We are afraid of suffering, we want happiness, and actually nobody has shown us the way to happiness, right? So he has shown us the way to happiness. That's one of the reasons why we must take the refuge and practice dharma, and in a community type, be good friends with the community and practice dharma together with them, as we say. Because if you practice alone, you may have questions, right? You may have questions that you cannot ask to the teacher, but with your classmates, you are able to ask them better. Ask them like you are friends. You can share with them what you cannot share with others. So you can think of the three jewels like that. So also you can think of the Buddha as the teacher. And so I'll go through this later, but we can regard our own gurus as Buddha, right?